I tried paint markers for the very first time, and this was honestly a very fun experience. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. For those of you guys who are new here, my name is Mon, and in this video, I paint with paint markers. I have never used paint markers before. I've never used acrylic paint much either. I'm mostly a digital artist, and if I do traditional art, it's more of like sketches that I then take into Clip Studio Paint. So this was a journey and an experience. Anyways, I will throw you guys to voiceover Mon for the rest of this video. Welcome to the voiceover segment of this video. I want to start this off by saying that I wish I could tell you guys what the brand of these markers are, except I don't know the brand. On the listing photo, there was like a brand name on the box, but when I got the box, there was no brand name. So I don't know if this is like a knockoff version of whatever I bought or whether it is the brand that I thought I was getting. But either ways, I think it's fine. I don't really care too much about whether it's like a brand name or not. I was initially thinking of buying a brand that a lot of artists on YouTube use, but then there was like this issue where they had used an AI generated image to promote their product, which is kind of dumb considering their products are like traditional. Yeah, so I did think a lot about getting paint markers and then decided that, you know, maybe I should just like get something cheap, honestly. This was $18 for a set of 48 paint markers, which is about 30 cents per marker. And my reasoning behind like trying to get something that was cheap was really just, you know, if I don't like it, I wouldn't feel so guilty for spending a lot of money. Kind of like what I did with my pastels. It was like $6 for... honestly don't know how much I got. It was like 2 packs of soft pastels and 1 pack of oil pastels, and I haven't touched them in like a year. So that was... I don't feel as guilty of not using that medium. Like, I've learned that pastels are not my thing. So, you know, if paint markers weren't going to be my thing, I didn't want to feel so guilty for spending a lot of money. So this was nice. I am really, like, I love the paint markers. The only issue that I had with this was that the markers did not come in a particular order. So there's the order on the swatch card, which is somewhat of a rainbow color, but not rainbow. Like, somewhat of a rainbow, but not really. The markers in the box did not come in that order. They did not come in like a proper rainbow order either. They did not come in like a numeric order either. So I don't know what the thought process was behind like putting the markers in the box, but they were like super random. So I did take a moment to like put them in order so that I could swatch it, and I still managed to screw up the swatching. I picked up, is it 311 or 331 instead of 383, so I do have like 383 swatch above the box. But yeah, I don't think the colors on screen are as accurate to the like what I have IRL. Like, is it 380? One of those colors is like an deep green, like an emerald green kind of, and I really like how it looks. Is it 3D? No, it's 330. I'm not even looking at this properly. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, it looks so dark on camera, but it's like a nice green. Like, if I think there's like a specific picture that matches the green that I can put on screen or something. But yeah, I was initially planning on painting in my sketchbook, but I did swatch all of the colors in into my sketchbook, but just one layer of paint kind of ate through the paper, and if I were to be layering and blending and stuff, I was sure that the sketchbook paper would rip, and I was already very nervous about trying a new medium, so I did not want to do that. Also, the actual colors look different compared to the swatch on the back of the box, which I did show that. But I think it's also like the material of the card. It wasn't like a papery material, it was more like a, not plastic, but it was not papery. So I have learned that the markers look different on different surfaces. Like the swatch on this drawing block versus the swatch in my sketchbook does look very different. I do have like a drawing block which is like 135 GSM paper for mixed media. I don't really use this much, but I decided that today would be the day that I actually use this, simply because I wanted to layer stuff. Yeah, I cut out a lot of footage of me stalling. I'm very much a perfectionist, and I am trying to break away from the perfectionism, and it is difficult. So I was stalling a lot with this because I didn't know what I was doing. I have watched a lot of videos of other people using paint markers, so at least I had that knowledge. But I was stalling a lot, and so I started with the star, which you guys will see in a bit. Also, I do want to say that the sardines were very much inspired by like the sardines that I drew digitally. Oh, and my kneaded eraser, which this is the first time I'm actually using it. I bought it a while back, but like I am someone who does, if I do stuff traditionally, it's like I sketch it and then I take it into Clip Studio Paint to add color. I hardly ever like add color to my sketchbook stuff. Also, my sketchbook is like a $5 sketchbook that I got from like a local stationery shop, so it does not handle medium very well. I mostly just use it for like pencils and stuff. Also, do not shake your paint markers when it's uncapped. I did end up having paint on my table that I had to wipe off. Now, this is the first time I was using my kneaded eraser. Also, with my sketchbook, like I do use like other mediums like markers and stuff in there, which I don't mind the bleed through on the paper, but like because I knew I was gonna layer the paint, I was nervous. This is where I like start with the star, because genuinely, this is not a still frame, by the way. That's how long I stared at the swatches because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really have like a color theme, particularly aside from maybe following my sticker, which I made in that one video from like December. I'll have that linked in the description box for anyone who's interested. I think the first sardine is, I was gonna make this like a real time thing, but like honestly, I spent too long on this. The first fish alone, like I spent 12 minutes, which I guess is not that long. But for a YouTube video, I think that's quite long. So I did like speed it up like 2 times speed, I think, and then the rest of the fish is like 5 times or 10 times. I don't know. You guys don't really need to sit and watch me paint four fish. 4 fish heads and a fin. Fin and a tail. That's not a fin. It's a tail. But yeah, I do also end up scanning this piece, and then I tweaked it on PixArt because they have a clone tool. I think artists usually do this on like Photoshop, but I ended up doing it on like PixArt because I don't have Photoshop, because you have to pay for it, and the clone tool on PixArt is free. Pro tip, if anyone cares. But it's really just like fixing the blemishes, and like there are spots where there's no paint, so I did like fill in the gap. I will show that at the end of this video, I think. Anyways, for life updates, I am done with my second trimester at uni. I did buy these paint markers slightly before I was done with my uni trimester because I was buying a bunch of other stuff and I was like, if I pay a little bit more money, if I buy more stuff, I would get like a discount. Girl math. So I was like, I might as well just buy this if I'm gonna like buy it eventually anyways. But I told myself that I could not touch the paint markers until I was done with all of my assignments, and I'm done with my assignments. As of when I'm recording this, I'm like a week into my break. My break is only 3 weeks long, and like 1st September I go back to school for my third trimester of uni. Which fun, I guess. This time next year I would graduate. I guess next year April I graduate, which feels weird to say. This time next year I'll be job hunting. That's what I'll be doing next year. Live updates in general, I will be making like a video where I like actually yap about the past few months, but like long story short, I have spent so much time and energy on school that I haven't been doing YouTube much. I also like have to make videos for my assignments because I'm a media student. For those guys who don't know, I am currently doing a bachelor's of communications. It's a double major in journalism and public relations. They changed the name. It used to be like news media and public relations, but it's like journalism now, I think. I think last I heard, the name changed. So there's that. But about this, about my schedule, I guess, my YouTube schedule, I am filming stuff. I vlogged June that I haven't edited. I have an hour worth of footage that I haven't touched. Quite frankly, I might cut out a bunch of the haul stuff. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know. I'm also vlogging August, which I haven't done a good job at it. I only vlog on the days where I actually leave the house. Most days I don't, so. But I'm hoping that if I could film stuff in August while I'm on break, then I'll have videos that I can like schedule and go up so I don't have to worry about that when I'm doing my next trimester at school. But again, my thing about YouTube is that my first priority in life right now is uni, and if that means that my YouTube gets put on hold, then so be it, which is what happened the past few months. And I think this is the first video since January that is like non-planner related, because the only videos I've posted like the past 8 months, I suppose. Not even 8 months. I didn't post for 2 months. Like this year, 2025, the videos that I posted are all like plan with me's, planner flip throughs, because it's all that I've had energy for. Because I would set up my planner anyways. So that's what I've posted this year. Although all of the videos that I'm filming right now are not planner related. I guess I have a planner chat. Spoilers. Will I actually film it? I haven't filmed it. Every time I'm like, oh, I'm gonna film this, I'm gonna film that, and then I never actually like post. Like the haul compilation that I was yapping about for like 3 months straight, I never edited it. I don't think it will ever come out. I don't want to edit it, honestly. The haul compilation that I've talked about since like February, not coming out. So maybe I shouldn't like run my mouth and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, do that. But yeah, I think this is the point where I actually started getting more confident with my sardine. because it actually looks good, I suppose. A fun fact, I'm not a huge fan of sardines, but I like drawing them. Like, there was this phase where everybody was drawing sardines, and I'm like, that's fun. They're so nice to draw, but taste-wise, not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of fish in general. Like, there are seafood stuff that I would eat, like prawns, squid. I'm so sorry, I had to like think about what the English word for those are. Um, yeah, but like fish, not a huge fan. I guess the only fish that I like don't hate per se is like tuna, or I guess salmon is salmon, but like only if it's. I honestly don't remember what kind of. I know there's like a specific kind of salmon. I know that L is not supposed to be pronounced. I still pronounce it anyways. Um, yeah, I just don't eat fish on a normal basis in general. Not a huge fan of fish. But they're so nice to draw. Like even when I doodle, like I do this thing where like whenever I change out my fountain pen inks, like the last bit of ink, I use that to like draw or like doodle in my sketchbook. I like doodling fish. Drawing fish is fun. Eating it though, not a fan. Do you guys like fish? And if you do, like, what's your favorite kind of fish? Or do you guys like sardines? Or are you like me, like a I don't like eating fish kind of thing? Can you tell I'm running out of things to talk about? Quite frankly, I think I might speed up parts of the drawing a lot more so that I don't have to talk more. Oh, the fish tail. I tried blending it with the markers and then decided that it was not going well, so I tore up a little bit of tissue and used that to blend it, which I think that works well. I was thinking of like maybe blending it with my fingers, and I'm like, do I really want to get paint on my fingers? I did still end up getting paint on my fingers anyways, but for this I didn't. Also, I think it's nice to see the comparison between like my first sardine that I drew versus this. The difference is just drastic. I've been like trying to do more with my art, like not just do my flight colors. I've also been trying to draw people more, which I I've never been someone who enjoys drawing people or like been good at it. But I am like studying, I guess, or like practicing more. And you know what? Practice does work. If you're not good at something, practice. Which I do struggle a lot with that because like I have such high expectations for myself that like when I'm not good at something immediately, like I try to quit. And I've been doing a good job at not quitting art. So that's a win, I guess. Not quitting art. Which I love drawing. And I think one of the things that that has helped me get more comfortable with making art was honestly like my fountain pen, honestly. I've been more loose with my sketchbook. I don't use it that often, but I have been like getting more comfortable using my sketchbook. In case the title of this video wasn't clear, I am a digital artist. I mostly like draw on Clip Studio Paint. I used to draw on like Autodesk Sketchbook, but I've moved to Clip Studio Paint in like the past couple years. And I have been like I do draw a lot, but not traditionally a lot. But I've been getting more comfortable using my sketchbook. And I am gonna like say this right now, but that there will never be a sketchbook tour on my channel, and I think that is one of the things that I can do for myself to be more comfortable using my sketchbook. I am still using the sketchbook that I got 2 years ago. I don't know if the video is like still up. There was a point where I like unlisted a bunch of videos. So I'm not sure if me getting my sketchbook, that video is up. But I got a sketchbook like 2 years ago. Honestly, it might have been like exactly 2 years ago-ish. Sometime August or July 2023. Maybe August, I think. But I got the sketchbook. I'm still using that sketchbook. Which is the one that's like, it's mostly a pencil medium sketchbook. Maybe eventually I'll get another one that's like mixed media or something, but for now, yeah, that I'm in the same sketchbook that I've always been in. I am determined to finish it though. Like, I have never finished a sketchbook, actually. I think prior to me getting that sketchbook, I wasn't like sketchbooking at all. I do have like sketchbooks that I used to draw in, but it was more of like me just using some of the paper. I never actually finished anything. So, you know, there's that. Oh, I did manage to like yap enough. Also, my one issue with these markers is that some of the colors streak, some like most of them don't though. Like most of them are very flat colors. But like this purple was very streaky, the yellow was very streaky. Yeah, but I guess that's just like markers in general, I guess. But yeah, this is about it, I guess. Oh, I'm still going. There's about a minute more of me painting. Also, just like a random question, would you guys be interested if I posted this video as like a real-time video with music in the background, like cutting out the audio, as like a draw with me type of a thing? I did spend like almost 2 hours on this, so I'm not sure if anyone would care to like paint along with me. But would you guys be interested? Like paint with me session, kind of, you know? But yeah, I suppose I should end the voiceover here. So I will catch you guys in the outro. And that was it for this video. I had a lot of fun drawing with the paint markers, and I did go back and like tweak the sketch a little. I did also paste it into my sketchbook. Yeah, I also scanned it and tweaked it a little on Pixar. Anyways, so this was the piece, and I should also show you guys, like, this is the be-through on the sketchbook. I did draw in here to like paint, but as I would have mentioned in the flip through, I didn't. Not flip through. As I would have mentioned in like the painting process. Yeah. Anyways, if you guys made it to this point of the video, comment sardines to let me know that you guys made it to the end. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will not tell you that I have a posting schedule, but if I do post a video, it will be on a Saturday at 10 p.m. Singapore time. And the only reason I'm not gonna say like, oh, I post this many times a month or something is because like I haven't posted in 2 months. So, you know, I'm not making promises, but there should be videos. I am trying to film more videos. I don't know what the schedule will be like, but you know, do subscribe so you know when I post another video. Do follow my art Instagram as well as my main Instagram. I will have the names, my usernames on the screen, and also like in the description box. I have a card link that has links to all of my social media in the description box. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Bye!